Good afternoon, everyone. This might seem like a weird way to introduce myself, but let me tell you, I'm not confident. I'm really bad at deciding things. I also don't know what I want to be when I grow up. Neither do I know myself or what I want clearly. But today, I'm here to tell you why that's perfectly fine. Have you ever felt like everyone else seemed to know who they are and what they want pretty well? But you're still here trying to figure yourself out. Well, that's me. People say be yourself, but I don't know who that is yet. When people ask me what I want, I don't exactly know. Recently, I once had to give a talk at my school. So I asked my English teacher for some ideas for the topics to talk on. And I ended up getting a topic about self-discovery. I myself didn't get the term and couldn't quite understand it. So like anyone in this generation would do, I asked a well-known AI called ChatGPT for what it meant and for a type of format to write a talk on this. But for the first time ever, it confused me. Seeing the format it gave me, I was left devastated. All sorts of questions came up to me like, what type of person do I want to be? What is my passion? What is my dream career? But mainly, why is it secretly always so hard for me to choose or decide things? And guess what? That got me wondering why I didn't know any of the answers. I thought about the things that I liked and asked myself why I liked them. Just to find out that most of the things I liked were used to impress others, not entertain me. And that is how my English teacher and ChatGPT saved me from losing myself entirely and dropped me off the station of self-discovery. Not knowing yourself sounds lame, but believe me, it's not. The more I thought about it, I realized that our mindsets, choices, decisions, and preferences are always filtered by what the society, filtered by what they want, what they get impressed by, what they don't judge you by, and everything else according to them. And then it's continued being filtered till all of our opinions, choices, preferences, and likes are removed and thrown away again and again, till we forget them and ourselves altogether. The society also keeps giving titles to people, like giving them masks and forcing them to wear it. Like they call someone the smart one, the quiet one, the one that makes trouble, and the one who doesn't. And the list goes on and on. We get forced to wear it for so long that we eventually forget we are wearing one. Self-discovery is also about throwing the mask off. Though it was present for so long and might be hard to take off, of course it's a challenge and a failure, this one for everything. When things go wrong, we learn how strong we truly are. Every experience, whether good or bad, teaches something valuable about ourselves, but that is only if we choose to learn. When we overthink, we mostly use a borrowed voice, a voice that is not ours, a voice of the person because of which we are overthinking and ignoring our own voice right now. Like I said, I don't even know what I want to be when I grow up, and that is completely okay. But what is not okay is that people get so engrossed in trying to do what the society wants that we forget what we want. We lose ourselves, and somehow we don't know who we are anymore. When the famous Renaissance artist Michelangelo was asked how he created his masterpiece, the Statue of David, he replied, "It's easy. You just chip away the stone that isn't David." This sentence relates to another terrible thing I found myself, and unfortunately, a lot of other people doing, is that forcing themselves to like something or not like something based on the society wants. We see people's opinions as a mirror to see who we are, but people's opinions are no mirrors. They're windows. They only show you what people see from a specific angle and not from behind it. Not the pain you had back, the patience you held, or the hard work you had to go through. And that is another reason we shouldn't panic, and we should step away from the window and build our own mirror. When When we think about it, we realize that thinking is the solution. Thinking about what we don't know about ourselves raises the curiosity and urge to search for the answer. The goal of self-discovery isn't to become a solid thing that people can see. It's to become transparent. When people can see you, they can understand you. When you understand yourself, you can live with confidence. One thing I know about myself is that I'm not confident. And that is because most people ignore the fact that they don't know themselves. They forget themselves. They think about others. Another issue that we are dealing with is that when most of the people get to be told to be themselves, they think that discipline, good character, good reputation, and dignity is not mandatory because it's not themselves. But we need to understand that it is our duty to bring the good qualities and build a good character in ourselves. We also need to accept the fact that the society won't ever be impressed, maybe for a moment or two, but not forever. And it just wastes our time. And time isn't unlimited like people's opinions are. Some things that I have learned in my journey is that not choosing your future doesn't mean you're behind. Some people find the path early, some find it later, and some just discover it in the middle of nowhere, like I did. Most importantly, it teaches us self-acceptance. We understand that we do not need to be perfect to be worthy. Being real is more important than being perfect. Self-discovery is not about having a perfect identity or impressing others. It's about finding yourself the way you choose to be in this world. And being curious and patient, even though the only things you know about yourself are things you don't know about yourself. Self-discovery is not about changing who you are. It's about becoming who you are meant to be. When you understand ourselves, we can live with confidence. If you're like me, still unsure and confused, remember that you don't need all the answers right now. You just need to be curious enough to sail around the world is to find the lost treasures, not to impress others, but to find yourself. And to make sure that the next time someone tells you to be yourself, you know exactly how you need to be. Thank you.